This is Mr Falzini, and I'm Jake Levick, and this is Zach Kanek, and we're going to interview him on the Lindbergh kidnapping.
Okay, Mr. Falzini, who was Charles Lindbergh?
Charles Lindbergh, in 1927, became the most famous man and most powerful man in the world. He was the first person to fly solo across the Atlantic Ocean in the spirit of St. Louis.
How old was Charles Lindbergh Jr. when he was kidnapped?
Charles Lindbergh Jr. was 20 months old when he was kidnapped.
Did the baby Lindbergh die?
The baby died. They think he died the night of the kidnapping.
How long did it take for the authorities to find the baby?
It took about 2 months to find the baby. It was actually as a truck driver that found him, not the police.
How long was the baby dead for, and when did they find it?
They think he was dead for 2 months. They think he died on March 1st, the night of the kidnapping, and it was May 12th when they found him.
How much was the ransom for the kidnappers asked for?
The ransom was $50,000.
Did the kidnappers ever get any money that they asked for?
Yes, they got the $50,000.
How did they get to the house?
They think that the kidnapper put a ladder against the side of the house and climbed up to the baby's nursery and opened the window and climbed in. And they don't know if he got out the same way or if they went down the front stairs and out the front door.
How much did the ladder weigh?
I think the ladder weighed about 36 pounds, thereabouts.
Did the nurse kill herself? And why?
Now, actually, it wasn't the baby's nurse who killed herself. It was the maid at Mrs. Lindbergh's mother's house who killed herself. And we're not sure why, but we think it could have been because of all the pressure she was under. She was being interrogated, given the old-fashioned third degree. And I think the pressure from that is why she killed herself.
Do you think she was involved?
I don't know. There are some people that do think she was involved. The police thought she was involved at the time, but they couldn't pin anything on her.
How many suspects do you think that were involved with their case?
Well, they had a lot of suspects, but they were only able to nail one of them, which was Bruno Richard Houghton.
He was put to death together with him.
Yes, Houghton was executed.
Wasn't he bribed for $75,000 pleading guilty?
No, he never pled guilty. He was offered, I think, $90,000 if he would confess after the trial was over, but he never confessed.
Who do you think killed Charles Lindbergh?
Charles Lindbergh or Charles Lindbergh Jr.?
Charles Lindbergh Jr.
I don't know.
I'm going to read you one of the ransom notes. Alright, and this is going to be the exact pronunciation that the guy wrote it in. Dear sir, have $50,000 ready with $2,500 in 20 bills, $1,500 in 10 bills, and $1,000 in $5 bills. After 2 to 4 days, we will inform you when you are delivered the money. We warn you for making ending public for notify the police. The child is in good care. Indications for all the letters are signature and 3 holes. Why did they ask for money in small bills?
It'd be more difficult to trace because of that large amount. You didn't want the money in hundreds and fifties. You wanted a certain amount in tens, 20s, and 5s. That would be easier to divvy up and part of the trace.
Do you know why it's spelled so incorrectly, like the ransom?
There's a couple of theories. One, because they think that the person was a foreigner, wasn't quite sure how to spell English words properly, or it could have been a disguise.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome.